This is Pete Hegseth, who is basically in control of all this. He was asked about this. And of course, this is going to be the reaction of all MAGAs all the time when they completely fuck up.
One question.
Can you share how your information about war plans against the Houthis in Yemen was shared with a journalist in The Atlantic? And were those details classified?
You're talking about a deceitful and highly discredited so-called journalist who's made a profession of peddling hoaxes time and time again.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Has he? Do you even know who he is? Somebody thought he was important enough to have him as a contact. So is he
right?
Bad? Like, he was literally in someone's phone.
But again, if this guy is telling me that this hack reporter was on this text message group chat and he didn't know it, he is the guy in charge of all this, and he didn't know it, he should be fired right away. And by the way, his own White House admitted to this actually happening. So he is saying, we don't need to believe this third-rate reporter because who knows if he's even telling the truth.
He was on there.
He's got the receipts.
Exactly. What do you say? Like, he wasn't on there, or who cares because he was a third-rate reporter? You're like a third-rate Fox News host. Like, what do you talk? Was it Fox News? What the hell was he hosting?
He was a AA baseball player for Fox News, basically. He wasn't even one of the top guys on there, but let's let him continue on his ridiculous spin.
And to include the hoaxes of Russia.
Oh boy.
Find people on both sides hoax, or suckers and losers hoax. So this is the guy that peddles in garbage. This is what he does.
It's like he's just naming shit.
He's doing what he wants Daddy to do. He's naming all of Daddy's greatest hits. Is basically what he's doing.
He's like, what else? He's like, Russia, fine. Like, what else can I think about?
And he's so pathetic. And you know what, Lana? In his little drunk brain, this guy knows this isn't going to be his first fuck up. He knows he's not cut out for this job. So he is on the defensive early. And at some point, even his own brain is going to tell him, I'm not cut out for this job. And he's going to fire back even worse. And he's going to become more and more unhinged. And if he gave up drinking, my guess is he's going to be back on that bottle very, very soon.
No, he didn't. How do you give up?
He what?
No, I'm just saying, if you're an alcoholic, you can't give up. He has a drink every day. No way he doesn't want to drink. There's no way.
No question.
He'd have the shakes. He'd be going through withdrawals right now.
That is true.
And maybe he is. He looks like he's having some issues.
That's what I said. He's got this issue, but I'm going to let him finish up because watch how he ends the interview here.
On the Houthi campaign, because of the skill and courage of our troops, I've monitored it very closely from the beginning. And you see, we've been managing 4 years of deferred maintenance under the Trump administration. Our troops, our sailors were getting shot at as targets. Our ships couldn't sail through. And when they did shoot back, it was purely defensively or at shacks in Yemen. President Trump said, no more. We will reestablish deterrence. We will open freedom of navigation, and we will ultimately decimate the Houthis, which is exactly what we're doing as we speak from the beginning, overwhelmingly.
Why were those details?
Oh, that wasn't the clip. There was a clip where he ends the interview and he basically stares into the camera and basically is yelling at people. And again, this is their idea. This administration, all it is theater, and it's professional wrestling. It is, we're going to yell at our opponents constantly. We're never going to give in. And this is the kind of nonsense that we've got to take from people in the most important positions, not just in this country, but in the entire fucking world. This is insane. And anybody that backs this nonsense, then you are just beyond stupid at this point, beyond stupid. And I have really no desire to even interact with any of those people anymore, unless you're in our group chat, or if you're in our little chat here, you're therapy for me. So that's fine. If you want to come into the group or into this chat, or if you want to come at me on TikTok Live, that's a nice therapy. But outside of that, in just regular world, I don't even want to talk to you because it's just like nonsense.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. it's just really bad.
Yeah.
Russia.
I know. This is so stupid. And by the way, they keep saying Russia. Russia was 100% legitimate. There were people who went to jail over Russia. They 100% interfered into our election. If
Right.
you want to say that they couldn't find any particular dirt on Donald Trump specifically, where he colluded with the government of Russia, you can say that all you want to. But people in his administration absolutely did. His own son did. So I don't know why the fuck you people keep saying this shit. Actually, I take that back. I know exactly why you keep saying it. You say it over and over and over again because we don't have a media and we didn't have Democrats push back enough to say, why the fuck do you people keep saying Russia? Let's go over the facts over Russia. You keep acting like this is some scheme or some hoax that we made up. It's not. And that's what they should have done for, I don't know, 8 years now, and they just didn't do it. And this is why we're at where we're at. That's part of the reason why.
Yeah. They were also saying that on that text message chain, it was odd that Susan Rice said this, that I think it was like the Joint Chief of Staff wasn't there, and there was someone else that should have been there because she's
the president.
Well, yeah, but Joint Chief of Staff and someone else, because if you're going to do strikes, you need somebody else who is there to coordinate that kind of thing. Like that wouldn't be Hegseth's job, right? Like some of that stuff, like it's a mass coordination. It was, and she thought it was very strange that that guy wasn't there.
Yeah. There's a lot of things very strange about this administration and how we're going to get through fucking 3 years and 10 more months of this. I have absolutely no idea. And it's only going to get worse before it gets better. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think I am. But this is Pete Hegseth, by the way, when he was interviewed a long time ago about Hillary Clinton and her emails. He had very strong words about this.
Very professional, military.
Why does that keep happening? That is pissing me off. Lana Quest. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Or otherwise, would be fired on the spot for this type of conduct and criminally prosecuted for being so reckless with this kind of information. The fact that she wouldn't be held accountable for this, I think, blows the mind of anyone who's held our nation's secrets dear, who's had a top secret clearance like I have and others who know that even one hiccup causes a problem.
That's why these people continue to not be genuine over and over and over again. That's why I can't stand listening to these MAGA people, whether it is part of the administration, whether it's part of the right-wing propaganda machine, or it's the fucking moronic flying monkeys who repeat everything that they say.
It's the hypocrisy. It's just where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just ignore it. They get to do it. They are white men. They get to do what they want to do. They are wealthy. They can just do it. What, they're doing that because they are better than everyone else. So they don't have to go through the proper channels. They're so much better. Yeah. In America, wait. And we keep saying this, right? We're still early on in this administration. Something catastrophic is going to happen.
No question.
It's going to happen within these 4 years.
Yep.
It just is. It may not happen this year, maybe 2026, 2027, but you better fucking believe they're coming for us.
Yep. Catastrophic, and it could be so many different things, Lana. Obviously catastrophic with the economy, obviously catastrophic with violence, catastrophic with foreign adversaries attacking the country. Something is going to happen, and unfortunately
privatize, like something is going to happen.
And by the way, Lana, everything that we just named could all happen.
Yes.
at this point. And it is because, again, it is from the most inept and unqualified administration. And really, at the end of the day, they're evil people. And you're right. All it is at this point are multi-billionaires who just want to take over this entire world themselves and damn the rest of us. They don't give a fuck, and they really don't give a fuck about you stupid fucks who continue to constantly defend them. It just drives me insane that they're just so sad and pathetic to do this.